another video today. I have my partner Bristol with me, and I have Mr. Roney, aka Mr. Brawley, and he does insurance. So we go let him talk to the viewers a little bit about how to necessarily start up insurance and different types of insurance to invest in. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Mr. Brawley, and let's hear what you got to say for the viewers.
All right. First off, like you said, my name's Jerron Brawley. I'm the owner of Brawley Insurance Group. Been in the game for about 2 years, learned from some really, really dope people. And, you know, about a year ago, I started my business just because I wanted to appeal to a certain market that the company not necessarily wouldn't allow me to appeal to, but they tend to gravitate to more wealthy clients, to put it I don't know, to put it PC.
Suburban.
Yeah, the suburban. The American dream.
We can call it what it is.
So what I decided to do, man, was I decided to take all that knowledge and expertise, the stuff that I've learned, and just bring it to the hood, man. And I think that the three of us, all three of us, we're just trying to bring finance to the hood. Because if I'm pretty sure if all of us, well, you still young and shit, but the two of us, if we knew what we knew when we were 16, it probably would have set us on a different path financially. And you know, we're just trying to, you know, speak to those, speak to the young versions of us, and that's pretty much the gist of my company, man. I want to bring finance to the people who could have used it when they were my age. Maybe they got kids who need to learn it.
Correct.
And also I got the products to help you get there as well. So it's a win-win for me.
Now, I don't know if Bristol want to take this over. You was asking him necessarily about different types of insurance for individuals.
Well, before we do that, you specialize in what, life insurance?
Mm-hmm.
But you do what? You do different other insurances, or?
I play around with health, disability, long-term care, Medicare. I have some people who dealt with Medicaid, but I'm not saying that our partnership is no longer intact, but we're you know, I know people who I can put people in certain places, but for the most part, life insurance is my wheelhouse, and I kind of stick to that.
Okay, do what you're good at.
Yeah.
Now, is it easy or hard to start an insurance business? How did that come about? How did you do that before we bust down policies, I guess?
To start the business, once you're licensed, which does take a lot of time and money.
How do you get licensed?
It's a process. The way that I got licensed was they called me, they offered me a position. I took the position. At the time, I just got my master's, my MBA in finance. MBA is Master's of Business Administration. Masters of Business Administration.
But you don't need that to start a life insurance business. I just want that to be clear.
Yeah, just to be clear, you don't need that to start a life insurance business. You don't need any advanced education to start a life insurance business or any business really. But I had an MBA. I guess they had saw my credentials. They reached out to me and offered me a contract. And I accepted. I was done being a teacher, man. I couldn't take not one more semester. So I decided to get into finance because everybody in education is making money except for the teachers.
Right.
And we're the most loyal, hardworking, dedicated people. Underpaid in that field, but we get the most disrespect, the most. You know, just everything thrown our way, and we work, you know, if normal people work 40 hours a week, we work 60, 70 hours a week for that same salary. And, you know, I'm not saying it's not good money, but, you know, dollar for dollar, hour for hour. It's minimum wage at best. So yeah, I got tired of being mistreated and underpaid, and got into finance, man. And you know, they offered me the position, and when I took it, I was like, man, I'm not licensed. I don't know anything about finance. You know, I'm real green behind the ears. And he was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll get you right. We'll teach you everything that you need to know. So he gave me some study material, and you know, a place to go to study and all of that good stuff. And I just got on it, man. It was a lot of reading, a lot of test taking, and you know, I guess vernacular to understand.
Now you did say test taking. How much was the test to take?
The test was, I think for me, for my first one, I want to say it was free. Either the test was free or the study material was free. If the study material was free, that was it takes about $200 and something for the study material, and I want to say $60 for the exam.
Is there a website you can go to for the exam?
Or do you have to be already working with an
Yeah,
insurance
you
company?
have to. You definitely have to be under a company in order to take the test. That was one of the first things they asked me when I went into the building. What company are you with? Told them my company. They gave me the test, and you know, knocked that bad boy out first try.
So you don't go to a building thinking y'all gonna take the test and become licensed.
So you basically have to find an insurance company, kind of apprentice, learn,
definitely
get the material, study, then you go take some tests, and then you license.
Yeah, the study it took me about 3 months.
Okay.
Luckily, they were paying me during that time, but it was in Charlotte. It was about 45 minutes away. At the time, I had a Lincoln. It was a V8. So yeah, they were paying me, but all the money went to gas, really. But what I learned, man, it was invaluable. Like I'm not saying the money doesn't matter. You know, if I use that term a lot, but if I ever use that term, know that I'm lying. Like, know what I mean when I say that.
I get what you mean. Like, I think a lot of our society and our culture, we so focused on the dollar, but it's like if you just slow down for a minute, the dollars are gonna come.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we won't take the time to, I guess, build it up, set the foundation, right?
That's what it was.
But at the same time, we'll go work 20 years and get a quarter every 5 years, and we don't see any problem with that.
Yeah.
But we're not willing to work at home for free for 5 years before we can make $100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And that's where it was, man, because I don't know if I can say his name or not, but damn it, I'm gonna say it. Dr. Parks, Al Dickens. Yo, I appreciate it, man. Like the shit that y'all taught me, for real, I appreciate it. So shout out to them, man, for real.
And I do got some questions because I think a lot of people overlook insurance, but it is a valuable thing in life that we need to all invest in. Because I see a lot of individuals who, might go to the afterlife and they don't have no insurance, so now you have your family to have to worry about, getting you buried, and if they don't have the money, then you have to get cremated and stuff like that.
Not even just getting you buried, then you leave them with debts and all the stuff that we got going on, right? Somebody's got to account for that.
Correct.
Mortgage still got to be
paid.
Yeah.
We lose so much wealth not having our affairs in order. That's why this episode may be one of the most important, that we get life insurance.
We go back to George Floyd. I know y'all see what happened with him. I looked at a source. He didn't even have life insurance on him, but considering the situation that happened behind his death, of course his funeral was going to get paid. But let's just say that somebody didn't reach out to pay his funeral, then it would have been on his family to do that. And that's already would have been tragic enough. You just lost a loved one. Now you're trying to worry about how you're going to afford the funeral and put them inside the ground. So I think we all need to be mindful. people get shot every day. The world is crazy. I tell people.
Not just shot. I mean, just anything.
Yeah.
There's people dying in their sleep.
Correct.
I mean,
Y'all hear
it's
about
car
the,
wrecks. It's everything, right?
Y'all hear about the kid in Elizabeth City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that on NPR on the way over here, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, situations like that, man, like.
And like I said, I think they said he had like 10 kids.
For real.
So,
yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. If you don't do it, if you don't do it for yourself, at least do it for your family.
For your
kids.
kids.
Exactly.
Do it for your family, man.
Yeah. And like you said, you can get policy as low as how low?
Man, as low as $15, man. Like, it depends. It depends on your age and health, people.
Okay.
But for around $15.
Now that's usually what, term, or is that?
Yeah, that's term. And you know, like if you watch any of my videos, I'm a strong advocate of whole life insurance. That was my first insurance that I got. But term has its place as well. Term buys you time, because not everybody can just throw out, you know, $50, $100, whatever it is for a policy. But if you can work $15 into your budget, I know a lot of people who can work $15 a month into their budget.
Now, hold on, wait a minute.
I believe everybody within the sound of this video worth
Yeah.
$15.
He said $15, family.
Yeah.
Y'all go to Chick-fil-A like we've been displaying on every video. Combo one about $7, $8.
Yeah.
And that's I go there almost every. I ain't gonna lie. I go there about every other day. So I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing, but it averages up. So
definitely.
Way lower than $15. So
Yeah. So look, man, that's 2 meals right there. Just sacrifice 2 meals for your family, man. And even if you like, you know, like because even if you like, oh, you know, if I die, I'm good. My mom will take care of them. Leave your mom with something. Like now she gotta, you know, not only did you know, she sacrificed a lot for you. You expect for her to sacrifice for your kids as well. Let your parents live, man.
He's not saying money is everything. The way he's putting that, it just made life a whole lot easier if you have it.
It'll make your transition easier instead of putting that pressure on your loved ones to go out here and get a GoFundMe or fish fry or sell T-shirts or whatever. They can just grieve in peace and, you know, get through it and you know, and everything will be taken care of, and all the stuff you worked for all these years doesn't just go down the drain because they have to sell all your stuff to put you in the ground and pay your debt or whatever, right?
Yeah,
like me and you, we're working on a policy, right? Because we don't just bring people on here to just tell y'all stuff, right? I'm getting a policy under $150, maybe under $120 for what, over $200,000 worth of coverage?
Yeah, 200 and something. I forgot the exact numbers, but yeah, over 200.
So, yeah, so this ain't like it's in my opinion, it shouldn't be nothing that kills anybody within the sound of my voice, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And at the same time, the policy we're working on is almost like a savings account as well, right? So
definitely.
Like it's gonna bring value over time. It's so many benefits. Y'all just really have to go and DM this man, call him, check his stuff out.
Social media. Brawley IG on everything. Just type in Brawley Insurance Group. And we're going to have a link on this thing.
Yeah, we're going to have a link to his channel as well. And like I said, if y'all can't find him, you can DM either me or Bristol or comment. And, you know, in the comment section, I will put his YouTube channel in there as well.
Definitely. I appreciate it.
So it's what, term, whole life, and then it's like different little breakdowns within.
Yeah, it's term and whole life, which are the 2 that I deal with. And then it's pretty much universal life policies, index, variable, and a bunch of different things that can grow your money faster, but it's much more risky. And that's why I don't work with it, because I like guarantees, man. If I go to the store, we were just talking about the thing that we use to hold the phone up.
Yeah.
If I go to the store and I spend money on something, I want a guarantee. I want a guarantee that no matter what happens, the housing market crash, Great Depression, the shit we went just now. Like, I want guarantees that no matter what, I'm not gonna lose money.
Correct.
And that's why my wheelhouse is whole life and term, man. But you know, if you can afford it, if you got, you know, if you want to say, hey man, I want to put $1,000 a month into this IUL policy, we can definitely make that happen. But like I said, the companies that I used to work with, I used to be employed by, they have a certain market that they market to, I guess you could say.
Not to like tell you how to do your stuff, but I think we should kind of do away with IULs and gear us more towards how we setting up with the infinite banking strategy.
Definitely.
Because that concept, people, if y'all have never heard of it, y'all definitely got to chop it up with this man, because I mean, you can literally almost be your own bank, right? And you get 3 benefits from one payment, from one storage. It's guaranteed growth, everything we're talking about, right? So I think, just in my opinion, that is the policy that every black household should have.
Definitely.
So you saying cut out the traditional banking system, BB&T, State Employees Credit Union, and all that, and go with IUL?
No, get rid of IUL.
Oh, get rid of
in the infinite banking
Okay,
strategy.
the infinite banking strategy. And that's something you specialize in too?
Definitely.
Okay.
It's naturally once you get your whole life insurance policy, now term, it has no cash savings component to it, but whole life does. And there's a certain amount that you can put in, but you know, it's like 90% of your cash value policy. So let's just say for you, just to throw this out there, he's also insuring his daughter under his policy as well for $25,000, and that doesn't even count, you know, against his $200K. So just to throw that out there, I wanted to throw that out there for the people. But let's say you have your $200,000 policy, you can throw.
But that's not to cut you off. That's still under that same like $120 payment.
That one.
Not 2 separate payments. It's still under that payment.
It all comes out at one time. But you can throw in, if you want to use this as an investment account, as a part of your investment portfolio, you can put extra money into that thing, man, and that's just extra growth. Like for you, you were talking about throwing in an extra $1,000 off rip.
Yeah.
That's growth, right? You have your premiums that for the first couple years, it's just gonna go straight into your death benefit. But the money that you put into, I say over 90% of that, it goes into your cash value account. So, you know, that's and that's kudos to you, man. So good on you for doing that.
What about the interest? I know we spoke about that a couple days ago. You don't know the exact interest amount when you put it into the savings account?
Different companies vary, and it also depends on how well they do, because they readjust their dividend. Companies readjust their dividends every year.
So basically it goes off the economy. If the economy doing good, then do it work some.
Yeah, you can use the economy. But it's the economy, their business, mutual funds, they have a bunch of businesses. Depending on how well their other businesses go, the company gets that. They kind of split everything up amongst their clients. And of course, if you put in more, you get more. If you put in less, you get less.
Correct.
Yeah.
And this is like for all my people that's scared of crypto, scared of the regular stock market, and doing all this other stuff that we talking about, right? It ain't nothing more guaranteed than life insurance, and more secure and more safe for the safest people that's watching. It ain't nothing more safer than putting your money in life insurance, right?
Definitely.
It is where millionaires are made. People keep thinking I'm lying. Real estate, the stock market, and life insurance. I heard a lot of y'all talking about, how do they have so much money? They ain't never had no money where they had a good insurance policy. Now they're rich now.
I dare y'all to go to FDIC.gov where you can look up every single bank and see where they put most of their money.
Mm-hmm.
It's in life insurance holders.
Yeah, definitely. That's how a lot of their employees get paid. Not the normal people like us, but the people, the CEOs, CFOs, and all that good stuff. If you look at their salary, it'll probably say something like $50,000 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Really, in actuality, they making like, 200,000, 150,000 and shit, because they're getting this salary, but they're also getting their retirement accounts pumped, and they're like, hey, put the rest of it into this IUL contract. Like I said, IULs, they're for the up and up people. But the same thing works for a whole life contract. I know me, I'm gonna put a whole life contract for me and my brother under my company. It's just the way that it's set up, so I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like life insurance is used as compensation.
Correct.
You know,
And it is 100% security.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing with a bank as well.
Since day one, when we got here, when we were in change,
Mhm.
we were under life insurance.
Definitely.
Everybody was insured.
Mm-hmm.
If they cut a slave's hand off and he couldn't work no more, or he ran away, the slave owners got paid
Mhm.
from life insurance.
Yeah.
It's the most secure investment you could ever make.
Definitely. So, yeah, man, just click the link below, holler at me. It all starts with a meeting, man. I was watching an interview with Warren Buffett, and the interviewer was like, "Hey, Warren, how did you start this empire that you built? Like, how did it begin?" Warren was like, "It all started with a cup of coffee," and the same works for me, man. It all starts. I'm not a coffee drinker, but it all starts with a meeting. So just set up a meeting with me. We can talk numbers. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't like what you see, you don't like, the numbers that you're getting back, by all means, go try a different company. But at the end of the day, I want for everybody to get insured. It doesn't have to be through me. It could be through anybody. Just get that insurance in place, man, for real. Because we need it. We need it, man, for real.
But we prefer you to go through
Yeah,
this brother,
definitely.
because I don't even know too many brothers
Definitely.
that's got their own insurance company
Yeah, man.
and selling insurance, right? And knows what he's talking about.
Mhm.
Kudos to that.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
And we always talking about we want to support black businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Here you
You
go.
can support. You can kill two birds with one stone. Support black business and secure yourself.
Yeah.
Correct.
Secure that
I
legacy.
do have a question, because a lot of people, why do I need a life insurance policy when I already have one? You can have multiple life insurance
Mhm.
policies, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother has one on me. I even have one through my bank. I'm about to set up another one. I just told him before the interview I'm gonna set one up real soon with Mr. Brawley here in a few weeks. So I'm gonna have multiple life insurance policies. So my kids gonna be good.
Yeah, and the reason you probably want to go and find your own life insurance policy, because most of y'all are probably saying that have an insurance policy from your job,
Mhm.
probably free or something, right? It's only gonna probably be enough to put you in the ground.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What we're talking about is legacy, wealth building, secure
Mhm.
asset. You know what I'm saying?
Accumulation and your job's life insurance policy. Quick news flash: it's not going to travel with you.
Yeah.
If, like he said, it's first off, it's probably a quick $25,000 policy.
If that.
Yeah, if that, for whatever they're taking out of your account. And let's say if you lose that job, you get fired, you get laid off, or COVID happens. A lot of people lost their job during this. By all means, like, did their life insurance travel with them? Do they still have it in place? It's just something to think about, man, because first off, your employer doesn't really care about you that much.
If at all.
Yeah, or know your name. They don't care about you that much to set you up the way that you need to be set up, man. So do it yourself. And if you do have a life insurance policy through work, I challenge you to take a look at it, man. Maybe it's good. Maybe it will travel with you. Maybe it's just set up like that and you work at a really, really, really good company. But for the most part, if we're talking and I say, do you have life insurance? don't hit me with the I got it through work stuff, man. That doesn't fly with me.
I
man.
doubt
Let's
they
take
do
a
that.
look at it.
They won't look at the fine print. Us
Yeah.
as, black people, we look at numbers.
Yeah.
If we see, oh yeah, I like that number. I like that number. Yeah, that's right. You want to
Yeah.
look at the papers? Nah, I'm good. I wouldn't
Yeah.
look at that.
And
Let me
same,
sign.
Yeah, let me sign it real quick.
and the same thing with y'all 401ks.
Yeah.
As a side note, I know that ain't this show, but I'm sure they're most likely trash because they're gonna your HR, whoever's setting it up, is gonna get paid regardless.
Yeah,
They don't
definitely.
care if you got a good policy.
Mhm.
Correct.
Definitely.
Correct.
And they probably don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They just got a job.
Yeah.
Correct.
They probably good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Look out for themselves.
Yeah, the company's good. They good because they working from a job mindset.
Mhm.
So as long as they get y'all all signed, they gonna get their commission.
Yeah.
They don't care what they put you in.
Definitely. Or how much it's costing you. So, yeah, man, look out for yourself. Don't expect anyone else to do it for you. If you didn't set your policy up yourself, holler at me. Click the links. I'm not hard to find. No more excuses, people.
No more
No
excuses.
more excuses.
Well, you heard it all from Mr. Brawley here. No more excuses, fam. We got to do better. It's time for a change. I do want to appreciate him for coming on the show and showing love and informing the viewers because, like I said, it is an essential part in life that we must have on life insurance, and because it's go take care of our families whether we don't see it or not. So, is there anything else you'd like to say to the family, Bristol?
Nah, that's it.
Thank
Thank you, Mr. Roney.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you as well. So, BN Land family, until next time, peace. We out of here. We love you.
Peace.